There's a moment in the Bible that always moves me deeply. One night, the disciples were out on a boat when they saw something they couldn't believe. Jesus walking on the water. The wind was strong, the waves were crashing, and fear filled their hearts. But Peter looked out and said, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus simply said, "Come." So Peter stepped out of the boat. For a few steps, he did the impossible. He actually walked on water. Can you imagine the faith it took to step out like that? To trust Jesus enough to put your foot on something that shouldn't hold you? But then Peter noticed the waves. He saw how strong the wind was. He felt fear rise inside him, and the moment he took his eyes off Jesus, he began to sink. Peter didn't sink because the waves got stronger. He sank because his focus shifted. When his eyes were on Jesus, he walked in faith. When his eyes were on the storm, he walked in fear, and that's the same for us. The moment we start focusing on the chaos around us, the problems, the pressure, the fear of what could go wrong, we begin to sink inside. But when we fix our eyes back on Jesus, when we remember who's standing with us on the water, faith starts to rise again. Peace returns. Strength returns. Maybe right now the storm in your life feels loud. Maybe you've been walking by faith, but you're tired. You started strong, but the wind's been heavy. Take heart, you can walk again. The same hand that reached out to Peter is reaching for you too. Don't focus on the storm. Focus on the Savior. He's still greater than the waves. Lesson: Peter didn't sink because of the waves. He sank because he looked away from Jesus. What you focus on determines whether you will float or fall.